I still remember sitting in a bar one night, watching a guy everyone else seemed to notice. He wasn't the loudest, he wasn't the best dressed, he didn't even look like he cared to be there. But every woman in the place kept glancing his way, even the ones who were supposedly on dates. He didn't do much. He'd take a sip, look around calmly, almost detached, like he was above whatever small talk was happening around him. And the weird part? Every guy in the room could feel it too. That invisible gravity, that quiet pull, that thing that made everyone react to him without him moving an inch. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create that same energy, the kind that makes women chase you before you've even opened your mouth. Here's the thing most men get completely backward. Attraction isn't triggered by what you do. It's triggered by what you don't need to do. You've been taught your whole life that getting attention means performing, being funny enough, interesting enough, charming enough, confident enough. So you keep performing. And every time you do, you give away your power, because performance always means you're seeking approval. The man women chase doesn't seek anything. His energy says, you can come close if you want, but I'm good either way. That subtle message, that calm disinterest, lights up something primal in her brain, the part that's wired to sense dominance, security, and control. It's not arrogance, it's absence of need. And she feels it instantly. The trick starts before you even speak. It's the way you enter a room, not scanning for validation, but observing it. The difference is microscopic, but magnetic. Most guys walk in hoping to be noticed. Their eyes dart, their smiles chase connection. But when you walk in as if you're the one choosing who's worth your energy, something flips. You stop chasing energy and start commanding it. Your body language gets quieter. Your movements slow down. You don't fidget. You don't fill silence. Because silence for you isn't empty. It's powerful. The man who can sit in silence without anxiety radiates authority. And every woman's intuition feels that authority before logic ever catches up. You've seen it before. A woman tries to make eye contact. You glance, then look away first. Not out of fear, but because you don't need to hold it. You've already said everything you need to say with that one glance. I see you. I'm not impressed yet. That's the unspeakable language of high value. It's not about rejection, it's about selection. Every time you communicate from that energy, you flip the dynamic. She starts wondering what makes you so grounded, why you don't react, why her usual tricks don't work. Curiosity is the seed of attraction, and curiosity only grows in silence, not pursuit. The problem is you've been conditioned to kill that silence. You feel the gap and rush to fill it with words, compliments, or effort. But here's the truth. Effort screams insecurity. When she senses effort, she senses weakness. It tells her, he's trying to earn me. But the man who knows his worth doesn't earn, he reveals. That's the difference. You don't prove your value through words. You prove it through calm indifference. The less you do, the more she projects onto you. She starts inventing stories in her head, filling in the blanks with her own curiosity, her own attraction, her own fantasy. And the beauty is, those fantasies always paint you stronger than you really are, because mystery gives you room to expand in her mind. It's the same psychology that makes luxury brands irresistible. Think about it. They never chase you with discounts or ads shouting for attention. They stay silent, exclusive, detached. The more they withhold, the more you crave. It's human nature. We chase what we can't fully have. So when you give a woman full access to your attention too soon, you eliminate all mystery. You've already handed over the power dynamic. But when your attention becomes scarce, deliberate, and earned, it turns into currency. She starts chasing it, not because she's manipulative, but because that's how desire is built, through scarcity and tension.
That's the trick. But it's not just behavior, it's mindset. You can't fake this energy. You can't pretend to be detached while secretly obsessing over her approval. That inner desperation leaks through every micro-expression, every tone shift, every text you send too quickly. The only way to make her chase is to stop chasing validation altogether. And that means you need to build something in your life that's bigger than her. Your mission, your purpose, your discipline. These things form the backbone of masculine energy. When your life already feels full, your presence feels full. When your life feels empty, your presence feels needy. And women can sense the difference in seconds. So here's your test. The next time you're around her, or any woman, really, pay attention to the small moments. The silence between sentences, the urge to explain yourself, the instinct to fill gaps with noise. That's where weakness hides. Your challenge is simple. Do nothing. Hold the silence. Let her fill it. Let her talk. Let her wonder. You'll feel the tension rise. That's good. That tension is attraction building in real time. It's the same tension you've been running from your whole life, thinking it would push people away. But in reality, it's the thing that pulls them closer.
The longer you can sit in that tension without breaking, the more powerful you become. Because real confidence isn't loud, it's controlled. It's the quiet knowing that you don't have to win anyone over. You're not trying to be interesting. You are interesting because you live by a code. Your value doesn't come from her response. It comes from your consistency, your direction, your standards. The moment you stop needing to be liked, people start fighting for your attention. That's the paradox every man has to learn the hard way. When you chase, you repel. When you pull back and stand firm, everything starts to orbit around you. Picture this. You're on a date. She tells a story. You listen. Really listen. But you don't react the way every other guy does. No over-smiling, no fake laughter, no validation seeking. You sit back, calm, curious, composed. Maybe you ask one simple question, then go quiet again. That stillness forces her to step into the empty space. She leans forward. Her tone softens. Her energy shifts. She's chasing your emotional rhythm now, sinking to your frequency. That's when you realize the man who controls the pace controls the connection. You don't rush to impress because you understand your presence is already the most attractive thing in the room. It's not about games. It's about energy alignment. You're showing her what calm power feels like, and once she feels that, it's addictive. Most women live surrounded by noise, desperate men, fake confidence, performative energy. So when she meets a man who doesn't need to prove anything, her nervous system relaxes. It's biology. You become the emotional anchor she didn't even know she was looking for. That's why she chases. Not because of a line you said, but because your energy feels safe, grounded, and untouchable. You've become the calm center in her storm of chaos. But to live like that, you have to let go of the fear of loss. The weak man clings. The strong man releases. You never hold tighter than you need to. If she pulls away, you don't panic. You stay rooted. Because you understand that attraction isn't built on control. It's built on gravity. Your job isn't to chase. It's to become so centered, so full, that everything meant for you naturally drifts closer. That's the real trick. Not manipulation. Not silence as a tactic, but silence as truth. A man who doesn't need to speak to be felt. That's power. And here's the part most men miss. This energy doesn't just make women chase you. It changes how everyone treats you. Friends, coworkers, even strangers. People start respecting your time. They listen when you talk. They watch how you move, because they can feel that you operate from something deeper than approval. That's the kind of presence that builds empires, that inspires loyalty, that makes people remember you long after you've left the room. The quiet man with gravity. That's who every man secretly wishes to be, and every woman secretly hopes to find. So stop trying to impress her. Stop chasing her reactions. Stop explaining yourself to anyone who isn't listening. Your silence will speak louder than any line you could ever say. Your stillness will draw her in faster than any compliment ever could. Because true attraction doesn't happen in noise. It happens in space. The man who controls the space controls everything. You don't make her chase you by saying the right thing. You make her chase you by being the thing she can't stop thinking about.